All right, guys, got the office finally done, and I'll give you guys a tour of it. So here's the vinyl sticker I put on with the logo and the website. I even got the number in the same font, the system font I use for my brand. So let's go inside. So here's everything. Everything's finally buttoned up. It's about 99% done, which is freaking awesome. I'm really happy about that. So I've been here for 1 week now exactly. Last Saturday I moved in and Michael helped me. So here, and I'm gonna walk through everything and explain some stuff to you guys and what's going on. So the door, first of all, is tinted, so people cannot see inside of it. And I can't see outside of it either. The one thing about this office that I wish it has or had, but it doesn't have, is that there's no windows. So to make up for that, I think that when they remodeled it, it's been recently remodeled, they put all these bright lights in, and I'll show you. So here's the first ones, those turn off. And the second switch right here, those turn off. And then the third switch is the back. So when I work in here, I try to keep on maybe 1 or 2 lights just to save electricity. There's no point of having all of these lights on unless I'm working on something big or there's a lot of people in here, which never happens. But yeah, so the first part is, this is the working tables right here. We pack orders in here, we cut stuff. We use these for folding, all sorts of stuff. I also park my chair right there because I have the standing desk, which is where I work, and also the packing station. Probably 60% of the time I'm standing, the other 40% I am sitting, so I just keep that there out of the way. When I was in my apartment, that was the one thing that really bugged me, was there was carpet, right? And it was kind of difficult to move stuff around on wheels, and I want everything to be mobile, so we can rearrange all this in like a heartbeat, right? When I had carpet, it was difficult to do that, but now it's much easier and stuff's out of the way. The one thing about this place that I really love is that it's way bigger, like way bigger than my apartment. There's just tons of space. As a human and as a worker, you need an adequate amount of space to function and to do work well. If you are working in a crammed environment, you're not working as efficiently and as effectively, and it's also stressful, right? So having adequate space is really cool. And, it's like a scientific study. You have to have, dimensional space. Like, see how I can move my hand around, right? I have like a bubble around me and, nothing's crammed. Here's a new improvement I made for one of these tables, actually. This is just tools that we use for, packing shirts and hoodies and stuff like that, and getting them all prepped out. I still have all of these shelves. These are really awesome. These shelves only cost $40, and you can get them at Home Depot or somewhere else. So, everything in here is really cheap. This isn't anything fancy. The only fancy thing here really is this desk setup, because that's just my thing and that's what I wanted. Other than that, everything here is really cheap and affordable. These tables are just, I think these are also like something like $40, and you get them on Walmart or, just the internet, And like I said, everything's on wheels, the whiteboard's there. We can rearrange everything. What would be cool, and in a perfect world, it would be cool to have all these on wheels as well, because sometimes, once in a while, I want to clean under these, because they get dirty and dusty, and it would be cool to move them around, rearrange them. When I was painting that wall, I had to move all of these back because I scraped that wall and repainted it. They never painted it. It's actually cool though. There was carpet here before, and when they remodeled it, they put in nice floors, and like I said, it's really helpful to have it when you have stuff on wheels. And they painted everything white, and that's exactly the way I would want it if I had a place. I want white walls and like hardwood floors. They actually kept the carpet under here, so they're pretty comfy and bouncy. If you wear like comfy shoes, it's super nice. I got this, mat here, and I put the M65 jacket up here next to that light, because I've had this jacket in my wardrobe, but it's slightly too small for me to wear, but I don't want to get rid of it. I got it as a gift from one of my friends that was moving out, and they had this. It's super cool. It's just like an inspirational kind of thing. I just hang it up there, you know, from the Vietnam War. And I also got a, you know, personal gear box from there. It's super cool. I keep my Yeezys there. I also wear those daily. Here's the clothing rack. I keep my personal items that I wear. This is all stuff I made. You know, this isn't from any other brands. And also what I do with this is I hang up pieces that are just released because we iron these and take photographs of them, and they hang there until someone buys them. So for instance, let's say all the sizes sold out, and these are all mediums, and then my personal ones are larges, but the mediums hang here and they're for sale. So, you know, these always come and go. There's always new stuff on here, and my stuff is usually there. It just stays there. Here at the packing station, this has like been one of my dreams, is to get one of these really cool sleeves for cords. I don't know why, I just really like that aesthetic of hiding all the cables and stuff, so they're hidden, you know, as much as I could. And you know, it goes all the way to there. Everything's plugged in. I really like having, so in my apartment, these tables were kind of switched. So this table was like right here and this one was right here, and it was a little bit clunky, and I like it. I like having this table on the right side rather than the left side. That's where it was in my apartment. It's just easier to reach in there and move stuff around. Even this table has wheels because in the future we might change some stuff, you know, and move it around. So it's really easy to do that, and we can do that in a second. One of my goals, and I'll do this later when I get more money, is I'm actually gonna build like a little kind of platform for this, where this can sit on like wheels as well. So this can be mobile and move around. Even the clothing rack has wheels. The one cool thing about this place is that it's its own bathroom, which is super cool. I repainted the walls white. They left paint here, so I, you know, fixed it up. There's just scuffs everywhere, and you know, people would always get their grimy hands all over that. So now it's pretty dialed in. Here is the utility room. This is just like storage and cleaning stuff, not much to here. There's the Wi-Fi. And here's the stuff I clean the place with. Sometimes it needs to be swept. And then I have the vacuum right there, and I vacuum it about twice a week. And I also Swiffer it twice a week because these floors, I just did it today, they get dirty really, I mean, not easily, but like, you know, I kind of have OCD and I always want it to be clean and nice. It's really nice to just do it twice a week, at least once a week for sure. So here's the photo room. It has its own room, right? You know, some people, they might be like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, put my office in here, but I didn't want that. I wanted like an open layout, and I really wanted like, so, you know, Michael works there and I work here, and you know, maybe there'll be another person here in the future. I want us to be able to collaborate and work together on problems, and you know, I just turn on music on there and we listen to music and have a good time. I don't want to be all separate and, you know, be away from everything. I want to be in the action, right? So we made this place not into an office, but into a photo lab. So everything here is set up. There's the tripod. There is the ironing board. This is like my dream come true because I had this in my apartment and I could not have it out. And I hated setting it up over and over again. Every month I'd have to set it up once or twice a month. Now it's totally permanently set up. Even has a switch for the iron. So, you know, it's really cool. There it is. This iron actually has an auto off as well, so it will turn off no matter what, which is like a safety thing, but you know, I put on a switch anyways because I put everything on those. So now we have the photo set up here. This, I'll show you guys something. I just thought of this one day, as you know, most of my inventions and ideas. So in the past, I had the vinyl and I would roll it out, but now I was like, you know what, I don't want to have that vinyl on the floor all the time because we'll only use it maybe once or twice a month to take photos of the new stuff. So today, this is one of my last projects. I put these, you know, the black iron bars here, and I got the stud finder and found the studs and put those in right there. And this is super cool now. So this is basically hidden and it rolls out, right? So this rolls out all the way so that when we do photos, it's there on the floor, we could take them. And then when we're done, all we have to do is just roll that back up. And actually, now that I think about it, we could even just leave it like that, already a foot out, because it's still up, but it's, you know, it's already getting started, so we don't have to roll it all the way up actually. And it's out of the way, we can mop the floors and do all that. We got like a shelf with camera gear on it and just stuff that we use. Yeah, and I want to show you guys something cool. One more thing. There's this cool little shelf here, and I keep this gas mask. That's where I got the inspiration for the brand. This is my first edition of 1984. It's just super cool to have that. And I got the sticker set up. Yeah, and that's basically it. You guys kind of saw what my apartment was like, and a lot of stuff just got transferred over. I think the biggest and coolest thing about this place is that there's just space to work, right? You need space. And there's a lot of room to grow into here. Like, I could see myself here for, you know, maybe 2 years. You know, I do, it's funny. As soon as I moved in here, my goal was like, all right, it's time to move out. Like, it's time to get a warehouse. That's now my new goal, is to move out of here, which is weird because I like it a lot. And, I probably will stay here for about 2 years. And once it gets too big, we'll get a warehouse and do all of that. But for now, this is just a huge blessing. It's totally awesome. And, there's a lot of room to grow into. Like, even all the tops, they don't have any boxes right now because since we have space, I even got another shelf. So instead of putting everything too high, everything is in arm's reach. Check this out. So I can just grab this. I don't have to grab up top here. This would be for extra storage or stuff I don't use as often, but that's one improvement that I like. In my apartment, I didn't have space, so I had to put stuff higher. And, that's not the best way to do stuff. You do want stuff to be in arm's reach. Even right here in the workstation, when I'm packing orders, I can literally grab stuff and pull it to here. I'm not walking, right? You don't want to be walking back and forth. Yeah, this is the other thing. I don't know if I explained this in the video, but I use this table every day. So let's say that I had, like 7 orders to pack. Rather than walking from here to there 7 times, what you do is you go on your phone, you have your phone, and you take this. This is like a grocery cart, and this is like the grocery. You go here and you pick and pull stuff. So let's say someone bought a hoodie, right? I grab this and put it on here. And let's say another person bought a t-shirt, you grab that and you put it here, and you keep doing that until you got all the orders on the screen, and you have your phone with you so you can check it. Once this is piled up with orders to pack, all you do is you just take the cart, it's like a shopping cart, and you place it right here. And now as you're packing, you're not walking back and forth, wasting time and stuff, wasted motion. And it's just a way better system. And I've mentioned this before. What happens is that you create a U-shaped cell. So everything is in arm's reach and it's really easy to work. I'm not like hustling, walking around to do stuff. It's really easy. I even organized these boxes even more. Check this out. This is like totally legit. I got all the tape here that I use. Even like just stuff that I fixed the place with, like the hardware, everything's in bags and more organized. Yeah, and that is the office. That is the tour. And I also, every day, this is where I park it. This is like the parking station for this table. So like everything's back in order, it's reset, right? That's what you want to do, is like, you want to maintain standards when you're working. You don't want there to be a variation and all this stuff going on. And now that I have my own office and, it has floors, like, it's easier to maintain standards and be on an even tighter schedule, because ultimately that's what's going to get you, you know, somewhere. You need to have standards, you need to have systems, and you need to have schedules. You know, those three important S's. Anyways, I'm gonna make more videos in here. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour, and let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.